Rolando Romero is scheduled to fight Gervonta Tank Davis this coming May. I believe it's May. I guess giving time for Gervonta to train and also giving time for his hand to heal because, Gervonta hurt his hand in the Isaac Cruz fight. This is what is reported. And I saw the pictures. It looked like it's an official injury. And Tank in that fight, he didn't get the knockout. Granted, Isaac Cruz put up a better fight than many people thought he would. At the same time, Tank did show that he has good boxing pedigree to box with one hand for against somebody like Isaac Cruz, who's like a relentless, come forward pit bull. He really is a pit bull with a fucking titanium fucking skull, dude. Like the dude's chin is just. He's one of these dudes that's up and coming that looks like he has an extraordinary chin. And that's gonna be a problem, bro. It's gonna, it could go two ways. It could be a problem for him later in life, or it could be a problem for boxers trying to knock him out. You know what I mean? So look at it two ways, man. But so Rolly was his replacement, because of the sexual allegations. I told people it was bullshit. It was something else behind that. I don't know what exactly, all of a sudden they found out he wasn't guilty out of nowhere. It's just real suspect. But anyway, the fight is back on, and deservingly, he deserved it. He got family to feed as well as everybody else, so I respect that. Rolly Romero was one of them dudes that you love to hate. He's an annoying. He's like a very interesting character though. He brings energy to boxing, whether you like him or not, whether you think he's awkward. I like Rolly, bro. I can't front. I like Rolly for some reason. I like Rolly, man. But can Rolando Romero upset Tank Davis? I kind of touched on this before. It's very possible, man. I know a lot of y'all saying he's the way he fights is there's no match for Tank. He's tailor-made for Tank. He's gonna get knocked out in 3 rounds. I've seen all the comments, man. Hey, listen, I get it. I was watching some recent footage of him training. Definitely very stiff at the top, very awkward. It's like his movements is amateurish, man. Like, not even amateurish, like a novice almost. It's like some of his boxing skill is very novice, but it's probably because the way the trainers he got, they teaching him a few bad habits that I don't like. The way one of them is teaching them to lean all the way back. Like you see a lot of these fights, these street fights, you see dudes hiking up their pants and leaning all the way back, and that's how you get knocked down like that. That's like you're off balance, man. You can't move your whole body back at the top like that. It's not good to do. It's almost like a scary way of fighting, but I don't know if they're just showing that for the camera and they really not. He really isn't gonna fight Tank that way. I don't know, but overall, Rolly is an awkward fighter anyway. He had issues with what was the kid name? Was it Jackson Marinez? I think that was the kid. I'm not sure if I could recall. The one that kind of outboxed the shit out of Rolly, and Rolly ended up winning. I have to go back and watch that fight to see if Rolly actually won that fight. A lot of people think Marinez got robbed. I seen a few rounds of that fight, man. It did look like he was giving Rolly that work, but I'm gonna go back and watch it again. But Isaac Cruz was kind of like he was shorter than Tank, shorter arms, had some power, but he was a come forward fighter. He has his own awkwardness as well, and you kind of see what happened in that fight. So to say Rolly's gonna get slept in 2 rounds, that's not gonna happen. I don't see that. I don't see that happening, regardless to what you might think. I think Rolly has a chance to hurt Tank, man. For some reason, Yo, look, man. I'm just gonna say this, man. Boxing has been really ironing itself out lately. From undisputed dudes getting gifted decisions to Some boxers not humbling themselves and their words and getting so-called exposed. That's what people like to say. And y'all know I'm talking about Chris Gobert. I still haven't got around to watch those 3 fights yet. I think Showtime. I was not ordering shit, so I just didn't watch them that weekend. So I still have some late post-fight thoughts coming. Chris Colbert versus what was that? Who was he fighting? I forgot the guy name. He fought Josh Taylor versus Jack Catterall post-fight, and there was one more. There was another fight that Gary Antoine Russell and Victor Postol. So I think it's on free at Saturday or Showtime. I think it's they should be up there now. I think a week, then they'll put them on free or something like that. So I'm going to go to Showbox, and I'm gonna pull up the fights and watch them. Look forward to those coming soon. But yeah, he does have a chance. I know he has. They say he has a puncher's chance. Nonetheless, all boxers have a puncher's chance. I think Rolly have more than a puncher's chance. I think his awkwardness, and he might try to go in there and bully Tank, lean on him, because I'm looking at this motherfucker, I'm like, bro, he 135. Yo, man, I don't know how the fuck Rolly makes 135, bro. He's fucking huge, bro. He looked like he could be about fucking welterweight. He's big, bro. He's a big kid. So I think those things might cause some issues for Tank, bro. I mean, if I was look, what I'm starting to realize is it's not good to just put money on the favorite no more. It really ain't. It's good to put some money on the fucking underdog, bro. Because the way shit looking out here, your favorite boxer, whoever it is on the verge of a serious upset, man. A few boxers are on the verge of upsets, man, because of cherry picking, because of non-activity. I'm telling you, pay attention and be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for that, because we said this time and time again. Inactivity kills, and cherry picking kills. So I want to know what y'all think. Do y'all think Rolando Romero has a chance to upset Tank Davis? And I think so. Yeah, he has. He's slow, very awkward, minimal defense. I don't like his footwork. Definitely needed improvement based on watching his other fights. They may have been working on that. Who knows? Definitely Tank is more skilled. But then when you think about it, maybe that's Rolly's style of fighting. That's how he feels comfortable fighting. A lot of people don't think about stuff like that. You had a lot of boxers that weren't boxers that fought that. I just find that so strange, right? And this goes to the Wilder fanboys. They always talk about, they get mad when people say Wilder is unorthodox, he can't fight, all he has is power. And then they defend Wilder and say, well, that's the way he feels comfortable fighting. It's worked for him so far and all this da-da-da-da-da. But when you talk about Rolly, these same people, well, he's awkward, Tank gonna sleep him in 3 rounds. He has no boxing ability. So Rolly, he's not unorthodox, he's an unconventional fighter. And that's not going to work for him. But Deontay Wilder's unorthodox, and it's okay for Deontay Wilder because it's been working for him. Come on, man. You can't make this shit up, man. You really can't. But as we see, that's how comfortable Deontay Wilder fight. He feels comfortable fighting in that style. He always reverts back to that. You can't take that from him. That's what makes him real comfortable, and that's what has been getting him wins up until Fury. Okay, and the same thing will be with Rolly Romero. His unorthodox style is what works for him. It's gonna get him to where he need to be up until a certain point. Whether that's Tank, whether that's somebody else after Tank, who knows? We'll just have to find out. But I'm just starting to think now that every boxer, that's what makes boxing beautiful, man. Every boxer has their own twist and tweak and unique style to them. No boxer has the same exact style. All of them implement their own little things and their own style of defense. And some people use defense by moving around. Some people use their head as defense. Some people have good blocking skills as defense. So it varies. That's why it's called styles make fights, and that's why every fight is, most fights, if it's not fixed, or set up, most fights are very unpredictable, and that's what I like. That's why I like the sport. When people bring different kind of flavor to it, like, you got Blair Cobbs. A lot of people talk about him not being able to, like, he ain't got no real skills, but actually, man, he has his own skill set. You gotta respect that. It might not be the skill set you think, the basic fundamental skill set, but nonetheless, he has his own skill set. If he didn't, he wouldn't be a pro. Got to think about that for a minute, But anyway, y'all thinking can't happen. Y'all better think again. But I'm off this. Catch y'all later.